Right now, somewhere in this country, a family is filling bathtubs with dirty tap water in a panic because a storm just knocked out the grid. Their pipes are running dry, their kids are thirsty, and they have absolutely no plan. That is not going to be your family. Because today, I'm going to show you the exact emergency water storage method that every prepared household needs set up before summer storm season hits. This is not complicated. This does not require expensive equipment. And you can set this entire system up this weekend for under $20. We are talking clean, safe, drinkable water, stored properly for months, ready the moment you need it. Before we go any further, a quick safety note. Everything in this video follows standard water safety and public health guidelines. We are storing and treating water correctly, safely, and responsibly. If you have specific health concerns or a compromised immune system in your household, always consult your local health authority for personalized guidance. Now, do not skip any part of this video. Every section builds on the last. If you skip ahead, you will miss critical steps that could mean the difference between safe water and contaminated water during an emergency. And if you're serious about protecting your family, hit that subscribe button right now, because we cover essential home preparedness, budget survival hacks, and practical safety tips every single week. Let us get into this. Every summer, the warnings go out. Storm systems forming in the Gulf, heat-driven atmospheric events building off the coast, meteorologists flagging another active hurricane and severe storm season, and every summer, millions of families do absolutely nothing to prepare. Then the storm hits, and within hours, the problems start. Power goes out, and that means water treatment plants lose pressure. Boil water notices go out across entire counties. Store shelves are stripped bare within the first 2 hours of any serious storm warning. Water gone, bread gone, batteries gone. Here is something most people do not know. During a major storm or flood event, municipal water systems can become compromised even if they are still running. Flooding can introduce bacteria, sediment, and contaminants directly into water lines. That is why FEMA and the CDC both recommend every household maintain a minimum 3-day supply of water. And honestly, experienced preppers and emergency managers will tell you to aim for 2 weeks. The good news is, building that supply is easier and cheaper than you think. This is exactly what we are covering today. Here's what you need to get started, and I am going to give you exact recommendations so there is zero guesswork. First, your containers. The gold standard for emergency water storage is food-grade, BPA-free water storage containers. The most practical option for most families is the 5-gallon water jug, the kind with a screw-top lid. You can find these at Walmart, Target, or any outdoor supply store for around $5 to $8 each. For a family of 4 targeting a 2-week supply, you want a minimum of 14 of these. That sounds like a lot, but stacked in a corner of your garage, it takes up about the space of a small refrigerator. If space is a concern, go with stackable water bricks. These are 3.5-gallon hard plastic containers that stack like Lego bricks. They run about $10 to $12 each and are incredibly space efficient. For larger scale storage, the WaterBob is a genius product. It is essentially a large plastic bladder that sits inside your bathtub and holds up to 100 gallons of water. It costs about $30 and is something you fill right before a storm hits. For treatment, you need 2 things. Regular unscented liquid chlorine bleach, the kind with sodium hypochlorite as the active ingredient at around 8.25% concentration. 1 bottle costs about $3 and will treat hundreds of gallons of water. Second, get some water purification tablets as a backup. A pack of 50 tablets runs about $8 and treats 50 liters of water. Total investment for a solid family setup? Right around $40 to $60. That is less than 2 restaurant dinners. For water security during an emergency, think about that. Let me break down the science quickly, because understanding this will help you trust the process and do it correctly. Tap water from a municipal supply already contains chlorine added by your water treatment plant. That chlorine keeps bacteria from growing. But over time, as water sits in storage, that chlorine dissipates. Once chlorine levels drop too low, bacteria can begin to multiply. That is why water stored without treatment can go bad. Adding bleach to stored water replenishes that chlorine barrier. At the right concentration, sodium hypochlorite kills bacteria, viruses, and most pathogens. This is literally the same chemistry your water treatment plant uses, just at a household scale. The key variables are concentration, container integrity, light exposure, and temperature. We are going to control all 4. Sunlight and heat accelerate chlorine breakdown and can promote algae and bacterial growth. That means your storage location matters enormously. An opaque container stored in a cool, dark location will maintain safe chlorine levels far longer than a clear jug sitting in a sunny garage. Proper sealing is also critical. Any air gap or loose lid introduces potential contamination and accelerates chlorine loss. That is why we always use containers with tight, secure food-grade caps. Now you understand exactly why each step in the process exists. This is not guesswork. This is applied chemistry. Now this is the most important part of the entire video. Follow each of these steps exactly. Start with cleaning your containers. Whether brand new or previously used, every container needs to be sanitized before you store drinking water in it. Rinse the container with clean tap water first. Then prepare a sanitizing solution by mixing 1 teaspoon of unscented bleach per quart of water. Pour this solution into the container, seal it, and shake it thoroughly so every interior surface is coated. Let it sit for 30 seconds, then pour it out. Do not rinse it with plain water afterward. Let the container air dry upside down for a few minutes. Now fill each container completely with the cleanest water available to you. In most cases, this is cold tap water from your municipal supply. Fill it all the way to the top, leaving as little airspace as possible. Less air means less oxygen available for potential bacterial growth. Now treat the water. If you are using standard municipal tap water that already contains chlorine, the general recommendation is to add 2 drops of bleach per liter of water, or 8 drops per gallon. If your water is cloudy or from a non-municipal source like a well, double that amount. Add your bleach drops directly into the filled container before sealing. Seal the container immediately and tightly after adding treatment. Label every single container with a permanent marker. Write the date you filled it and the source of the water. This label system is not optional. It is how you manage your rotation schedule and ensure you are always drinking the freshest stored water first. Store your containers off the ground if possible, on a wooden pallet or a shelf. Direct concrete contact can leach chemicals into plastic containers over long periods. Keep them away from direct sunlight, away from gasoline, pesticides, paint, or any strong-smelling chemicals, because plastic is slightly porous and can absorb odors and fumes over time. Ideal storage temperature is between 50 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. A basement, interior closet, or climate-controlled garage is perfect. If you're using a water bobby for your bathtub, set it up inside the bathtub before filling. Connect the pump hose to your tap and fill it as directed. Once filled, seal it immediately. This is your large volume rapid deployment option when you have warning of an incoming storm. This is the moment families who prepare experience versus families who did not. Imagine this scene. The storm has knocked out power. It is day 2. The boil water notice just went out across your county. Your neighbor's in a panic, loading the car to drive 20 miles to find bottled water. You walk into your storage area. You have 14 5-gallon jugs, neatly stacked, clearly labeled, filled, and treated just 6 weeks ago. You have clean water for your entire family for 2 full weeks. You have enough to cook, to drink, to brush teeth, to handle basic sanitation. Your family is calm. Your family is hydrated. Your family is safe. That is not luck. That is preparation. That is exactly what this method delivers. Before you had it, you were one storm away from a crisis. After you set this up, you're prepared for weeks of water independence. That transformation is real, and it is available to every single family watching this right now. Now let us talk about keeping the system working long-term, because stored water is not a one-time setup. Stored water treated with chlorine bleach should ideally be rotated every 6 to 12 months. Here is the easiest rotation method. Set a reminder on your phone for every 6 months. When the reminder goes off, use your oldest containers first for things like watering plants, washing the car, or cleaning outdoor areas. Immediately refill and retreat those containers with fresh water. Label them with the new date. This way your supply is always fresh and your rotation is automatic. Never store water near toxic chemicals, gasoline, paint, fertilizers, or cleaning supplies. Plastic containers, even high-quality ones, can absorb fumes over time. If your stored water ever smells off, looks discolored, or develops any growth inside the container, do not drink it. Discard, sanitize the container, and start fresh. If you have a water filter like a Berkey or Life Straw in addition to your stored supply, even better. Layered preparation is always stronger than a single method. For households with infants, elderly members, or immunocompromised individuals, store additional water above the baseline recommendation. Infants especially require more water for formula preparation and sanitation. And one final tip, store some water in smaller 1-liter bottles alongside your large containers. Individual bottles are easier to grab for a bug-out bag or car emergency kit. Redundancy in your water system is never a waste. You now have everything you need to set up a professional-grade emergency water storage system in your own home this weekend. The containers are affordable. The treatment method is simple and proven. The science is solid, and the peace of mind is priceless. Before the next summer storm hits, before the next boil water notice goes out in your county, before your family is left scrambling for clean water, get this set up. If this video gave you real actionable value, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel reach more families who need this information. Drop a comment below and tell me how many gallons you're aiming to store for your household. I read every single comment. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a preparedness video from this channel. Next video, we are covering the exact same approach for emergency food storage on a budget with a system that keeps a 90-day supply organized, fresh, and ready to go. You do not want to miss that one. Stay prepared, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.